you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The Starship Enterprise's mission is to explore strange new worlds, but some of the strange new worlds are exoplanetary horrors, likely to frighten even Gene-Luck Pickard back into his shuttlecraft.
Hey guys, these terrifying alien worlds actually exist.
Planetary bodies, Trace here for D-News. Out there in the deepest corners of our galaxy are some of the most amazing exoplanetary discoveries.
Check it out.
We're finding alien worlds orbiting 2 stars, possibly Earth-like planets that may host life. We're even detecting clouds condensing in the atmosphere of exotic hot Jupiters. It's an amazing and profound voyage of discovery, but often, as we get familiar with some of these exoplanets, they sound downright horrific. For example, 55 Cancri E might be oozing and poisonous. Located about 40 light-years away, this exoplanetary scarefest is known as a super-Earth, 8 times the mass of Earth. It's really hot because it's so close to its star. So hot, in fact, that water and other fluids can't exist in a liquid state. After taking density measurements of this hot world, astronomers realized that these fluids could be in what is known as a supercritical state, meaning the fluid is so hot and under so much pressure that it's acting crazy. And this exotic fluid might be oozing from below the surface of 55 Cancri E. And if that weren't scary enough, the Hubble detected possible hints of hydrogen cyanide. So yeah, this thing might ooze superheated fluid
I like the words
that is poisonous.
Could,
but it's not alone in
possibly.
its creepiness. Do you remember that scene from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark when they open the Ark of the Covenant and everybody's faces melt off? Well, that's the life of Crow-2A. This poor exoplanet suffers a similar fate every single day. This hot Jupiter exoplanet orbits really close to its star and has become bloated due to extreme heating. But the powerful X-rays blasting from its star cause an estimated 5 million tons of material to be shed into space off the planet every second. That's pretty nasty. You might be thinking, when is Crow-2A just going to disappear then? We're not sure. But the Kepler-19 star system might have a ghost planet. Around 650 light-years from Earth, an exoplanet called Kepler-19b has been spotted. It has a strange orbit where it occasionally speeds up and then slows down. Like people before they call the Ghostbusters, orbital dynamicists would think, this is impossible. Planets don't just slow down and speed up all by themselves. In reality, though, they can. But it means there's a ghostly alien world that has gone unseen, and it's using its gravity to tug at Kepler-19b from afar. Tracking the orbital oddities and exoplanets have actually helped us find more exoplanets through a method called transit timing variations. So really, exo-ghosts might be creepy, but they're actually kind of cool. But a guy who is not cool is Sauron, the famous baddie from Lord of the Rings. Remember the giant Tower of Barad-dûr? Okay, now look at this. Is this the Eye of Sauron? No. It's the star system Fomalhaut. This star system has been the focus of lots of attention in recent years for its massive planet Fomalhaut b. It appears to have taken up residence in the debris surrounding a young star 25 light-years from Earth. The debris makes images of the star system look like the Eye of Sauron. So even though Fomalhaut b is just a bit of dust in Sauron's eye, it's a rare example of a directly imaged exoplanet. We've literally taken pictures of this. Look, we know this is kind of a funny way to look at astronomy, but come on. It's incredible to think that only about 20 years ago, we didn't even know there were any planets outside of our solar system. And now we've got potentially thousands. With such a variety, some would have to be a hell on Earth. Or
we didn't know 20 years ago that planets.
If you like scary things, you might like scary video games. But are those video games good for your brain? Well, Science Channel answers just that with the show Your Brain on Video Games. Check it out on November 1st at 9/8 Central on Science. Okay, so a planet you've heard a lot about lately is Proxima b. It's really close. It might be Earth-like, maybe not. Find out all the exoplanetary facts about this historic find in this video here. Just because a planet is in a habitable zone, though, doesn't mean that we can live there. And even though liquid water could exist on Proxima b, that doesn't mean it has any. On top of that, red dwarf stars like Proxima Centauri emit more intense X-ray flares and ultraviolet energies than our own sun does. What do you find most scary about space? Aliens? Supernovas? Spooky?
Well, I love astronomy. I love anything about space. What I don't love is where the information comes from. Because a lot of the time, it's coming from people that are just so... They will just... they're just... I don't want to say gullible, because that makes them sound dumb. Because these people that are doing this stuff are not dumb. Way smarter than I am. But, I mean, if I told you something could happen, don't take it as a fact. Because we don't know shit. Or I don't know shit. It's just what I'm guessing from what the information that I have presented in front of me. And honestly, I would say a lot of everything you hear about astronomy, especially theories and things like that, it's all just guesses. It's just guessing. You could do that job. All you gotta do is just look at what they're looking at and then apply your rationale to it and just be like, you know what, this is my theory for it. This is what I'm going to guess. And that is where it's going to be left at until we actually go there and we see for ourselves. So, but I have a question for you guys. This is totally off topic. Will somebody explain to me where octopi came from? You know what I mean? Like, you see the evolution chart where it's like, you know, we were a fish or a minnow, and then we were a rat, and then we're like some other creature that's not a monkey or a gorilla, just its own thing, and he's like slowly like getting up and then walking. Now we're a human. Alright, so even though there's like plenty of holes in that puzzle, what about, of all the creatures on the planet, I just want to know how octopi came to be. Did they evolve from a pink, did they transform from a pink minnow skunk thing? Did they transform from a gorilla? How did they get their I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm blabbering right now. Anyways, this is the longest video I think I've ever recorded. So, lots of nonsense in this video. I love you.